Good morning and welcome back, everybody. Today we've got us another little four-wheeler here. We've got us a little Rubicon. This one does have electronic power steering on it, and got a couple little add-ons. This one's a 2014 model, and it's an automatic. As you can tell, there's the shifter. You've got reverse, neutral, drive, low. Okay. Everything on this one is really good shape. One thing you'll probably notice is them gigantic fender flares that the previous owner put on this. And I don't know about you, but I kind of like it. Definitely gives way for some larger tires. I mean, look at that. It's big, and it'll keep you clean. Speaking of tires, the tires that are on it are covered in wet grass right now because it's still early morning, but they still have a lot of life left in them. The fronts are 25 by 8 on a 12-inch rim, and the rears are going to be a 25 by 10 on a 12-inch rim. But if you look up here, everything's in good shape. Nothing's been beat up. This thing's barely got any scratches on it, to be honest. Got your foot brake there. Racks, they're in good shape. Brush guard's in good shape. Even the rear brush guard is in good shape. If you move that out of the way, you got your little storage bin in there. Doesn't even look like it's ever been used. There we go. The early morning sun really messes with the camera a little bit. I apologize. This one does have a solid axle in the rear, as you can see. We come up front and crouch down, and you can see they have stick stompers. These axle guards are made of metal, so they're very well built. They're very sturdy. All the suspension on the front's in really good condition, and from where I've been tooling around on this thing before I brought it back here, I can tell you the automatic, I've never been a big fan of automatics, but this thing works really well. I mean, it shifts smooth, very smooth. No problem getting it in and out of gear. It's like butter. It really is like butter. One thing, if you don't know, if it's in drive and it's running and you come to a stop, you're not going to kill it. It'll just sit there until you're ready to go again. It will not start if you shut it off, though. It has to be in neutral for it to start. It's a little safety thing. But speaking of starting, we're gonna go ahead and fire it up real quick after I show you the details here. It's got 902 miles. Got her in neutral. Starts up like she's brand new. Purrs like a kitten. You know, most of the time when you put something in gear, it's going to lurch forward. Well, I'll show you the difference that this automatic makes here in just a minute. Another little thing I did not show you. This little box here, like a little storage compartment. Always thought that was a nice touch to put on the Rubicons. It's nice and quiet. It's not overly loud. It is a factory exhaust. And this model in particular can be found at pioneermotorcycles.com. This four-wheeler in particular is for sale. And I will leave a link to their website in my description. And I know they'd love for y'all to check them out. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this for you guys. But I'll do something a little different. Instead of just revving it up for y'all today, I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to get this thing moving. Shut the parking brake off, okay? Now, I'm holding the camera with my other hand. Throttle's over there. It's now in drive. You know, most of the time, now, this also has electronic power steering. That's why I'm able to turn the way I can. But most of the time, see how buttery smooth that took off? Look at there. I'm driving it with one hand. Not bad at all. So yeah, it doesn't lurch when it goes into gear or anything like that. It's like butter. And even though we just physically drove it forward, put it in reverse, and look, no lurching whatsoever. This is hands down one of the smoothest operating four-wheelers I've ever rode. But with that said, I believe I'm going to run this thing back up front, and y'all have a blessed day.